Welcome back to Geology Watch. Deep in the remote wilderness of northern Canada, beneath layers of ice, forest, and silence, something is stirring. Recent satellite data and seismic readings have revealed subtle but unmistakable signs of magma movement beneath one of Canada's most overlooked geological regions. For years, these ancient volcanic fields have remained quiet, but new evidence is forcing scientists to take a second look. Could Canada be facing a volcanic threat it isn't prepared for? Stretching across British Columbia and the Yukon lies a little-known zone called the Northern Cordilleran Volcanic Province. While Canada is often not associated with volcanic activity, this region holds more than 100 identified volcanic centers. Most have been dormant for thousands of years, but dormant doesn't mean dead. Recently, geologists monitoring the Tuya volcanic field, a remote and glaciated region near the Yukon-British Columbia border, detected ground uplift patterns using satellite interferometry. These small, slow changes in the Earth's surface suggest magma may be accumulating at depth. Although no eruption is imminent, this type of ground deformation has historically preceded volcanic unrest in other parts of the world. The Tuya region is known for its rare flat-top volcanoes, shaped not by traditional eruptions, but by interactions between lava and thick glacial ice. These unique geological structures hint at a violent past, one shaped by fire and ice colliding. But now, the region may be heating up once again.
One major concern is the lack of historical records. Many of Canada's volcanic eruptions occurred during the last ice age, meaning written documentation simply doesn't exist. Instead, geologists rely on ancient ash layers buried in lake beds and ice cores to reconstruct past activity. And what they're finding is sobering. Eruptions did happen here, and some were powerful enough to alter regional climates. If magma continues to rise, several scenarios are possible. The most likely is a small phreatomagmatic eruption, caused when magma contacts underground water or permafrost. These eruptions can be explosive and unpredictable, producing ash plumes and lava fragments. In worst-case situations, larger flank eruptions or lava dome growths could occur, potentially lasting for weeks or months. One of the most troubling aspects of volcanic activity in the north is its invisibility. Unlike earthquakes, which are felt instantly, magma movement often happens in silence. By the time surface deformation becomes obvious, valuable preparation time may already be lost. And let's not forget air travel. Northern Canada lies beneath major transcontinental flight paths between North America, Europe, and Asia. Volcanic ash, even from a relatively small eruption, could force widespread flight cancellations and rerouting, similar to what happened in 2010 when Iceland's Eyjafjallajökull volcano erupted, grounding over 100,000 flights. What makes this moment especially critical is climate change. As glaciers retreat and permafrost melts, the weight on Earth's crust is reduced, a phenomenon known as isostatic rebound. This reduction in pressure can accelerate magma rise and increase the chances of volcanic activity. In essence, the environment is changing faster than our ability to monitor it.
Canadian volcanoes erupt far less frequently than those in places like Indonesia or the Pacific Northwest, but that rarity often leads to complacency. Unlike countries with active volcanoes, Canada lacks a comprehensive early warning system for volcanic activity. Many remote volcanic centers are not regularly monitored with seismometers or gas sensors. If magma were to rise rapidly, local populations might not be warned in time. Although sparsely populated, the areas surrounding the Tuya field are home to indigenous communities, critical mining operations, and fragile ecosystems. An unexpected eruption, even a small one, could trigger wildfires, disrupt air travel, or contaminate nearby water sources. Volcanic ash, carried by high-altitude winds, can travel hundreds of kilometers and pose serious risks to aircraft engines and public health. Scientists at Natural Resources Canada are now increasing their efforts to assess the threat. Using LiDAR mapping, seismic arrays, and gas measurements, they hope to understand whether this magma movement is a temporary fluctuation or the beginning of something more significant.
Despite the urgency, awareness remains low.
Most Canadians are unaware that the country even has active volcanoes. Public safety campaigns are rare, and emergency protocols are outdated or non-existent in many northern regions. But there is hope. With advances in remote sensing, AI-driven seismic modeling, and international cooperation, scientists are better equipped than ever to track subterranean changes. New drone technology allows researchers to safely survey craters and gas vents in real time. And collaborations with indigenous communities are helping to integrate traditional knowledge with modern science. The question is no longer whether Canada's volcanoes will erupt again, but when and how prepared we'll be. The Earth is always moving, reshaping, and reminding us of its immense power. As magma shifts beneath northern Canada, we are being given a warning, one written in slow uplift, invisible gases, and tremors too small to feel. This isn't about panic. It's about preparedness. A future eruption may not come tomorrow or next year, but ignoring the signs has never helped us. Monitoring matters. Education saves lives, and timely action can mean the difference between disruption and disaster. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Here, we turn geological insight into awareness, because understanding Earth's hidden signals is the first step in being ready for whatever comes next. Stay curious, stay informed, and remember, the ground beneath us is never truly still.